Hello, welcome to Car Chats, our food edition. Once again, I'm Alex Gordon, and this is my friend Peter the Man.
Hello everyone.
PG.
Wait, so is this sort of a offshoot of Car Chats, or is it going to be its own separate
Well, this is going to be
show?
it's kind of a separate show for food. Well,
Yeah.
we might just get into other topics or reference things we'll do in our main Car Chats episode, but this one is solely about different food, because we're both LA guys, and we want to do this not only to express and tell you about great restaurants, because we love food, but for those of you that visit LA, so you can spend your time when you go eating at good places and not waste your money on terrible restaurants, because from my perspective, nothing can ruin your day more than going to a restaurant and finding out that the food is bad. That will just ruin your evening. So last time we did Hole in the Wall Burger Place, and today we're going to do another burger place, which out of all the places we will talk about, this is probably the one people will have heard of before that aren't from around here. Maybe. Well, do you think they'll have heard of it? It's kind of hard to say, really.
That's a good question. I really don't know how famous this place we just went to is.
Yeah, I don't know what its national, knowledge is, but from locals in LA, everybody knows this place. And this is almost the iconic burger place in LA. As iconic as any burger place gets, and it's called Apple Pan.
Mm-hmm.
And every local
World famous Apple Pan.
Apple Pan, now I'll give you a little background. This place has been in LA since 1947. It has been a landmark in LA for many years. And when you look at the building, it looks like it came from that period. It remains almost unchanged by time. Oh, wait, when you say, Peter? Unchanged by time?
I would definitely say so. I'm sorry, I got distracted by the K-Rock van that just drove past us.
Yeah, that happens. Car Chats were in a car driving, as the name may suggest, so random thing, as you know, if any of you live in a big metropolitan city, like New York City, Washington, D.C., you're in traffic, and stuff happens in traffic, so just warning you ahead of time. But back to the Apple Pan. Now, this Apple Pan, unlike many burger places, which I think stands out, most places that are known for burgers, they do other things, but Apple Pan is burgers, straight up. This is what they do. The menu is not large.
Yeah, there are two types of burgers. There's the steak burger, which, Alex, is what you usually get, right?
Which is what I eat, and it's a normal basic burger. And then there's the hickory burger, which is probably the most popular item on the menu.
Definitely my favorite. It's pretty much just it's a burger with their homemade hickory barbecue sauce on it.
And basically, this place is in LA probably one of the best burgers you can ever get.
Oh yeah, I feel like I should actually add that if you aren't a burger person, and what the hell is wrong with you if you're not, but they do have other options. They have a tuna salad sandwich, an egg salad sandwich, a ham sandwich, or something like that. I mean, there
are other things, but if you're not a burger guy, this might be not for you. But if you are a huge burger fan, this will be the one place in LA you need to go to.
Have you ever not gotten a burger when you went
I don't think I've ever not gotten a burger there.
Yeah, same with me. I can't remember, but I just wanted to throw that in there just to say it's a small menu, but there are other options.
Now here's what I think makes Apple Pan stand out is we've had burgers that we've debated are better or worse, but I have never had, and this is I think important, I have never had a bad burger at Apple Pan. Its consistency rate is one of the most impressive things I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, no matter what, every time you go there, you are going to get a good burger, and you're going to come out of there satisfied based on my experiences of going there for years and years and years.
Yeah, and we've been going there for years. I mean, it becomes almost a family place. My dad had gone there before. When he first moved to LA, I've gone there, and if I'm living in LA, and I have kids in the future, I will certainly take them there. It's one of those places that probably will be here for years to come. But getting into the food, now the two burgers both have these special sauces, and their hickory sauce is just it's in a league of its own, really, when you think about it. But apart from the burgers, their fries are good. I wouldn't say the highest quality, which we can give a pass because burgers are their focus, but their fries are good and are pretty good quality.
And you always say that a burger place has to have good fries to be good. If you just listen to our hole in the wall review to see how Alex feels about places that don't serve good fries.
Yes, and this place serves good fries, but it's like it complements the burger. Does not surpass it or focus on it like other places do. It's a perfect complement. The flavor, it's not too soggy, but they're not too strong. It's just kind of
It's not too crispy. It's not soft.
It's like not right in the middle.
It's cooked just right, in my opinion.
And right in the middle. And of course, as the name suggests, at Apple Pan, they are also very famous for their desserts. And they're probably from what I've heard, because I'm not a pie eater, but their apple pie is loved by everybody I know who loves apple pie. Especially my brother, who is a pie fan.
Yeah, I've had a couple pies from them, but
their cream pie is very good too. Okay, go on.
The last pie that I remember getting was the chocolate cream pie, which was excellent, but I usually don't get the pies because, well, by the time after I'm done eating a burger and fries, I'm pretty full.
Yeah, you get pretty full.
Yeah, but I will say that their pies are very good, and even if you just want to go and sit down, have a cup of coffee, have a slice of pie, maybe talk to a couple of friends, it's a great place to hang out. And speaking of that, I was kind of hoping that you would give us the rundown of the dining experience there, Alex.
Yeah, well, here's the thing about the dining experience, which I think is, I wouldn't call it a downside, but it's something to be aware of. Apple Pan, the location, is very small. Like, we say it's unchanged by time, which means the building is what I imagine it looked like in 1947. It is a small building. So there aren't that many seats, and it's very popular. Which means at peak hours, like the lunchtime, it is crowded. It is, always crowded. People will stand and wait for seats. And there is takeout, too. And I have ordered takeout, but I advise you to call ahead of time for that. Because you can be waiting. And then there's the second part, which I think is another part which might annoy some people, is the parking. Because as any of you know, finding a parking spot isn't fun. And with Apple Pan, you might need to look around to find a place to park.
I would say that if you are going to go to Apple Pan, your best solution would probably be to park across the street at the West Side Pavilion.
It's a giant mall that's across the street, and you can walk over.
Yeah, it's a mall across the street from the restaurant. There's usually plenty of parking there, unless it's holiday season or there's a giant sale. But I've never had trouble finding a spot there. So that's probably the best place to park, and then you can just walk across the street.
Yeah, and for any of you guys who are worried about your cars being towed, I've done this many times and it's never happened. Because you do not need to be concerned about that, and I know some people probably will be, but...
Oh wait, are you talking about...
The mall.
Okay, the mall. Oh yeah, there's also a parking lot behind the Wells Fargo bank right by it, and...
Yeah.
There's a security guard there sometimes, but not often, especially at night. And even then, you can just pretend that you're going to the ATM, and usually they won't do anything, but...
That's kind of illegal. So, yeah, do it at your own risk. I'm going to better advise that, but it's something we've done in the past before.
But if you just gotta have an Apple Pan burger, that's one thing that you can do, and I've never gotten in trouble. I don't think you've ever gotten in trouble.
No, none of us have ever gotten in trouble for doing that, but I'll put that warning out there. But in terms of waiting, I know many people hate to wait, but Apple Pan would be the one place that's worth waiting for.
Oh, and I will say that their service is they're very friendly, and they're very quick too, which is surprising.
Yeah,
especially for food of that quality, they are very quick.
And we've been going there for years, and they have the same staff that's always worked there, and they make their burgers at such a speed that the fact they're so good, and then when they've made them that fast is impressive in and of itself.
Yeah. They are true artists.
They are. Like, we ordered a burger and fries, today, while we went, and we probably got it within, 10, 15 minutes?
Oh, way quicker than that. I'd
Oh,
say
like 5?
yeah, 5 minutes.
It's like 5, yeah, like 5 minutes. Like that's like, which given their crowd, they've become masters at speed ordering. Because it's so crowded and there's so many people waiting, the speed that they can move at a peak hour is almost insane. And most high-end restaurants do not have that quality of service even compared to Apple Pan, which is amazing to me. That's how like efficient they are. They have the efficiency that you would only see in a high-end restaurant, but this burger place has it. And
yeah. So with that being said, do you think you're ready to dish out a rating?
do you want to do it on a scale of 10 or? I mean,
I don't know. This is a debate that we're gonna have. I've always preferred the 5-star system with half stars or half.
Yeah, we'll do the star system. So I always will give this a 5-star, and I would give more if that were possible. But it's 5-star. It's the parking and probably the wait will frustrate some of you, but this is the one time I can say that it's definitely worth waiting for. That frustration will, if you have the patience to deal with it, you will be well rewarded for it. No doubt.
Yeah, I mean, it really says a lot about the quality of the food, the restaurant, and the staff, when the only real problem that we have is actually getting to the restaurant and finding a seat inside. So I'm right there with you, Alex. I'm giving it a perfect 5 out of 5 because the food's great, the staff is really helpful, they're really nice, it's clean, it's got a great atmosphere, it's in a great area with a bunch of stuff to do after you're done eating. I really can't find any faults with the actual
and
food.
they just built, like, several years ago, built a movie theater right next to it, too. Which is even great. If you want a movie and a good place to eat without wasting on movie food, that would be a good place to go.
Oh yeah, we've done that plenty of times. Just get dinner at Apple Pan, then walk across the street to the landmark and see a movie. It's a great, it's just
it's perfect.
It's perfect. It really is.
I think it's only made Apple Pan even more popular since that theater opened.
Oh yeah, another thing that we forgot to mention is the pricing.
Yeah, the pricing is actually...
It's around $10, I'd say. $10 for a burger, fries, and a drink, which is, cheaper than Hole in the Wall, which we said...
Yeah.
Which was around $15 when we went, and I can assure you Apple Pan is of a significantly better quality than Hole in the Wall.
Yeah, it definitely is, and for pricing and quality, it doesn't get really much better than that. Like, low price, high quality, Apple Pan is pretty much the king. You don't find that very often.
Indeed. So, yeah, once again, Alex and I both giving this a perfect 5 out of 5. And this was our Untitled food podcast right now. And stick around and keep following us, and we will post more stuff about the LA food scene and our experiences with it. Alright, I am Peter.
And I am Alex.
And, have a good one.
Have a good one, guys.